Midwest, and it all reminds me of California. There's no place like California. California,
I got some out in Dallas, now I'm smelling like LA. Met a from Miami to the Machiavelli. Left the kids on the belly, left the vid on my celly. She ate like spaghetti, I'm hitting gas and Dreddy. Met some killers in Memphis, like they from Oakland. Give me my flowers while I can smell them. Ain't talking about roses, literally I'm lean. Mix it like a bought it in Nashville. Then I woke up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's sun, California, but nothing like Compton. It's more like Calistoga and it's hot as Arizona. I pop me a Fresno, hard colder than Minnesota in October. Don't interrupt, darling, I'm in the zone. Why does everywhere I go just remind me of home? You know that state of gold with the bed. Them other places come close, but they don't compare. Now I've been in New York, come on, Texas, yeah, Midwest, and it all reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California, AATLMIADDMV. All reminds me of California. Cause there's no place like California. California,
California.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Super Bowl dreams are on the line today in the conference championship, where only one team can move on. It's the Broncos going up against the Colts. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one. Between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Here's the offense, and you got to talk about the guy that they nicknamed Bebe, Charles Demaryius Thomas.
You worry about him catching the ball, but you worry more about what he does after the catch. Big, strong, physical. He makes plays downfield.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. And the catch made here by Sharon Peak. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out leveraging the offense.
This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's the punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. Well, he wasn't too far from... breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They'll run with Davis. And some room to maneuver. And the cutback to the sideline. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They go again with Davis. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop. And now a look at the defense for the Colts.
Markevius Kiki Mingo is one of those versatile outside linebackers who can rush the passer as a defensive end, yet drop into coverage.
Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. And this will be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play, because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Lynch. Hard throw, incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, now 4th down. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe it's something they can build on as this game continues.
A give to the fullback on the dive. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. All week in practice, they stressed grounding, pounding the football, and they really executed it well there to get the first down.
That usually means getting back to being physical in practice, because when you emphasize pounding the football, it doesn't really come together unless you practice it the same way you're going to play it in the game. That means more bodies, more pads, and a whole lot of popping last week, and they got it done in the game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
Now Luck. Moncrief brings it in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well. They wanted to make it a tough third down. They were able to do so on that last play, preventing a big gain.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On second down, here's Locke. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on third down, Locke. And when this ball's tipped and intercepted, a great read and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now Davis. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, here's Lynch. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, 57 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. But when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level, that offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple of blocks. They look good doing it there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
One thing that you find out on a sweep play is the fortitude of the people running it, because that is a run, and then there's some contact when you finally get to the edge. And those guys who can hold that point of attack and hold up on that contact, they create the plays that we just saw there. Really nice play by the defensive guys.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try to sneak with Lynch. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Here's Davis now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys
trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So we are, and hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through, and we are moving on and ready to go for the 3rd quarter. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing is locked. Throw complete there. Rodgers. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And quickly, they get to the line.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is locked. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Shift together here from the D-line. And on the ground they go with a running back. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Back to throw, Love. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play, only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
4th and 1. I don't think Wild Horses could have dragged that quarterback off the field. He was motioning to go for it from the start. And sure enough, it's the ground game that gets him the first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A second down carry for Ferguson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. On 1st and 10, Locke. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the...
And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And there's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Sanders in motion right. Time running out here on the play clock. Lynch looking to throw on second. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 3rd and 2. Now Lynch. Got him in. He finds Sanders. 17 yards on the pickup there and also a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2nd down following the run. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Lynch. Throwing right side. That's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Carry, it's Davis. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing is Love. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
No gain on the play there, second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And Philip Dorsett holds it in. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. Here's Luck now on second down. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Philip Dorsett, 44 yards. And the Colts can now take the lead if they convert the extra point.
Well, I don't want to overlook the touchdown because that was huge. That ties the game. But you know where I'm going, don't you?
Need the PAT, and then you need to stop on defense.
Yeah, in a big way. The guy kicking the ball through the post, that's where all the spotlight shifts to now.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. This remains a one-point game. The defense did their job. Now the offense here late, they just need to kind of hold on, seal this victory.
And the defense did it so well, didn't they? Didn't allow any points and got the ball back for their offense in order to close out this game. What a great feeling for both sides of the ball.
It'll be a better feeling if the offense can just seal this thing. We'll see if they can do it.
You trying to say the defense doesn't want to go back out there again?
That's correct.
Okay.
And he'll take this up over. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory.
Way to go, guys.
Just a bunch of poor boys, daddy's girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised, ain't nothing about us fake. You know